here's the spreadsheet that I use for my stock and young birds and what have you. So I'm sharing this as a blank document. I'll leave one pigeon in there as an example for you. You can download this as a Excel spreadsheet, as a Apple numbers spreadsheet, and I'll also include the link to a Google sheet so that you can use Google Online, and from Google Online you can download the sheet as well, or you can keep it as a Google Doc and what have you. So this is the spreadsheet that I use to monitor and record all of the stock here at Pioneer Pigeons. It's something I've developed over a while, enables me to keep relatively organized. I'll go through how I do it. Obviously, how you do it is up to you, but this is just kind of like a template to show you what I do. So every year I go through the pigeons in my stock loft, and every bird has a ring number, obviously a ring number, but I give it its own number. So for instance, here in the number we've got CO1. That's my own internal reference with all of the details. And then the PRN field is the pair number. So I know that my cock, Teresa's boy, is going to be in pen number 1. It could be box number 1. And initially he's going to be paired to hen number 7, which is the Pioneer Stargill. So what we can do, what you can do with most spreadsheets, is you can then sort. It enables me to easily sort all of my pigeons. So if I, for instance, sort the spreadsheet by, these are all of the main cocks that I've got. So these are my 24 cocks going into single breeding pens. And then I can say, right, what am I pairing cock number 1 to? And I can go through my list of hens and say, right, for the first 2 rounds, I'm pairing it to this hen. And then easily I just basically copy and paste the PRN01 and pick the pigeon that I'm pairing it to. Do the same for C2, pick PR2, go down, pick which hen I'm pairing it to, and so on and so forth. And basically then you resort the spreadsheet by PRN number, and you've got a list of all of your pairs together. That's how I do it. So again, you do it how you want, but I do it where every cock has got its own number. So in this case, CO1. And then I'll assign that as a PR02, and then I'll say, go through the spreadsheet and say, right, what hen am I pairing it to this year? And then you can then sort the spreadsheet by PRN number, and you can have a list of all of your pairs that you're putting together, and you can see all of that detail. So here's all the cocks. These are the reserve cocks. This again, it's up to you how you do it, but this is for me. I've got then a reserve cock list. So here I've labelled it CR01. So that's my first reserve cock, my second reserve cock, third reserve cock. Some of these will be coming in on 3 and 4, rounds 3 and 4, and be swapped out. I've got my hens list here. I've got my reserve hens here, and so on and so forth. And then I can simply sort it by PRN number, and I know that I've got, these are my 24 pairs I'm putting together initially with my reserve pigeons down here. The rest is pretty self-explanatory. The ring number of the pigeon in question, the sex of the pigeon, the colour of the pigeon, the eye colour. I haven't done that yet, but I've put a field in there for the eye colour of the pigeon. Some people believe you don't pair 2 eye colours together, so that could be useful for your pairing decision. The bird's name, the stock status, the status of the pigeon. So for instance, I'm waiting to get one pigeon here, so I know I've not actually got that in my loft yet. the status of it, if it's a reserve pigeon, if it's in hospital. That's not quite updated. There's only one pigeon in hospital at the minute. I put this CL is for how I personally classify the pigeons. So +A is my very best, A is my best, etc., etc. And that's helpful for when you're sorting through your stock list, saying what am I potentially getting rid of and what am I not. So yeah, that's just something I put in there to help sort through stuff. Pedigree, yes, have I got the pedigree? Does it have a pedigree? No, it could be pending. Sys is for system. That basically is it on my pedigree system, yes or no, or have I got to still do it? DNA, here at Pioneer Pigeons, I'm going to be getting all of the DNA, all of the stock birds' DNA done, so that we can have DNA for all of them. That's something I've put in there. Again, may not be relevant to you. Photo, do I have a photo of it, or have I got to do it? What have you? All of these stock pigeons will be photographed that are not, but yeah, that's if you've got a photo. And then the sire of the pigeon, so the sire's name of the pigeon, the sire's ring number. Again, I've still got some work to do on this. Sire of the pigeon in question, sire's ring number, dam's ring number, the breeding of it, to give you a brief overview of the breeding of what it is, the strain of it, who I got it from, who it's bred by, and any notes on the pigeon. And then for breeding wise, I've got a simple thing here. Basically, you can put the ring numbers of the pigeons that you are getting out of this pigeon in 2025, for example. So you put your ring number here, when it was hatched, the colour of the first young bird out of it, and so on and so forth for the other one. So that gives you a way of being able to monitor all of the young birds that you're getting out of this pair, with the ring number, the hatch date, and the colour of the colour of the young bird in question. So it gives you an easy way of being able to know what young birds you've got out of these pairs. So yeah, that's my stock list as I've got it. One other quick thing, after a lot of deliberation, the Pedigree software that I'm using here at Pioneer Pigeons is pigeondb.com. Really great system. Easy to use, cloud-based, so other people can have access if you want. So if you need somebody to help you get all of this information, and you can do it. You can export all of your info. The guy behind it that runs it in Texas has got some really good future stuff coming up on the site, on the system. So yeah, this is the one I use. It's relatively cheap. It's like under $30 a year to use, and it's really good. Some of the features that you can use here, without going into it too complex. Let me give you an example. So if we look for here, you've got a whole pigeon area with statistics. You've got breeding. You can put your pairs together on the system. I don't use the pair system on this thing. I use the spreadsheet instead. You've got teams, you've got racing info, journal, and all kinds of stuff. But what I wanted to show you quickly on the pigeons is that you can go to each pigeon, you can click, easily download a pedigree as a PDF or as an image. You can view the pedigree. Now, that's not a particularly good example because it's a reference pigeon. Let's get a pigeon that actually is not a reference pigeon. So on this particular instance, you can view the pedigree here. And then up here, you can look at the pedigree image. It generates the pedigree image. You can put photos in for each of the parents of the pedigree. It's a really good system. I like it a lot, and because it's cloud-based, it works really great. So I'll give you an example. I'll try and find you a quick example. So here's a pigeon that we bred. You can view the full record here. So if you view the full record, you can see full record of the pigeon. Each pigeon has a QR code. So that QR code will take anybody that scans that QR code to the info of the pigeon online. You can share the record by email if you wanted, and then you can also view the public record. So if this pigeon had a photo, again, I've still got some work to do on here, you can share this URL about this pigeon with all of the details. Again, photos of the siren dam would show up, and you can get a whole lot of information that you can share about particular pigeons. But yeah, that's the pedigree software that I'm using at Pioneer Pigeons. I'm also took on the job of getting John Gladwin and John Cowlin's pedigree system, because they're running it on a 30-odd-year-old computer, into here, and I'm also trying to persuade and eventually going to get Maurice O'Donnell to be on this system as well. But yeah, hope that's of some use. As I say, you can download the spreadsheet in different formats. But yeah, thanks for watching.